Hey guys, Stag here. So I am back with another time-lapse painting video. If you're unfamiliar with me, I've been working on a series of fairy girls. I'm probably going to be taking a little bit of a break from them soonish. After this, I have I should have four more videos because I have two that I'm working on at the moment and I have two more that are already finished. Then I'll probably be working on some other paintings for a bit and some more sketching, drawing videos, I'm sure. This is one that I'm kind of surprised took me a while to get around to. I had planned in the beginning of doing the iridescent one. I wanted to do something that was shiny. My daughter, her birthstone is opal and she just loves the stone and she loves unicorns, so it was just kind of sort of had to be done. The whole premise of this series pretty much was me working on eyes, playing around with colors and inadvertently, like when I used to do fairy girls in the past, like I'd always throw in a random color that didn't necessarily go you normally see in skin, and I'd like add it to like the blushing effect or something like green or blue. So I'm revisiting that a lot. So it's kind of fun doing an entirely iridescent girl. I also always seem to give my fairies horns, so I decided to go with unicorn because it seemed to make sense with iridescence. Part of the fun thing with dealing with this color palette is it's technically kind of like a rainbow because the light reflects all sorts of different colors. I love looking at a lot of the gemstones, the ones that have that rainbow quality that project like a different color, like the crystal might be blue, but you know, you see pink or yellow in some spots. Like I always thought that was so freaking cool. And opal, like I actually always loved opal, and it's just pretty awesome that, you know, my daughter's stone just happens to be opal. So it gives me more an excuse to play with it, I guess. I'm pretty sure the only color I didn't use is green in this picture. But I did use yellow, which close enough. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I revisit this type of palette again in this series just because it is really fun and neat to work with. I like the shininess. And right now she is probably one of my favorites because I knew what I was doing from the beginning, it seemed to fit, and the palette just worked out so easily. It's one of those things, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, because no, I've not really done a lot of work with those colors like that, so it was very kind of exciting. When I got around to the hair later on, when I was starting to get around to finishing it, like I started darkening it a lot more, and it to me just looked so much better. And then I wasn't sure with the hair if I was just going to leave it white, but it ended up having its own iridescent effect as well. Also, originally I wanted to give her kind of wings like a wasp or a fly or something. Like I like doing dragonfly wings, but I want to do something that was shiny, and I probably would have made them, I wouldn't have made them see-through, but I wanted to have some kind of probably shiny effect to them, where there's areas that were just colored neatly. I don't know, like I wasn't planning on making them iridescent, but I was planning a lot of things. So that's something I want to revisit. I want to do other insect wings on these girls as well. I'm a big fan of doing teeny tiny itty bitty wings they're useless. They are completely useless to these fairies. They don't fly. I was working on my fairy coloring book, which I'm not gonna bring a lot of these girls into the fairy coloring book because most of the scenes I want, more like they're interacting with stuff. They're doing stuff, full body pictures, because it seemed better for a coloring book. Like if I do a miniature one, a mini coloring book that's like kind of like half-sized, travel-sized, I'd probably include these in because intricate things won't do so well small, so kind of portrait style stuff would go great. But I am gonna include a couple of these in the coloring book. Only 2 so far I kind of planned. But yeah, I can see myself definitely doing this kind of palette again, and I want to play around with more insect wings. But anyway, the whole reason I brought up the coloring book is because I noticed that none of my fairy girls ever like fly, so I decided to actually throw up a few, like sketch out a few that were flying, because most of the art I was doing for the coloring book was drawing. Well, like I have to draw it. I'm not taking it from a lot of my finished paintings right now because I don't have a lot of newer fairy art. I haven't done a lot of them the last few years, so. And that is one thing that people used to always love from me, or they knew me for, was the fairies, so it's kind of neat to go back to that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment below, subscribe if you want to see more. I like hearing from you guys. You can also follow me on my other social media, and I stream live on Twitch, and I will be doing so tonight. So, working on the fairy girls I currently have in progress. So, thank you guys for watching. See ya!